We use technology every day to stay connected, organized, and entertained. In this week's Compute This, how technology could help elderly parents. And this is personal for Thor Schrock. He owns Schrock Innovations. Good morning, Thor.
Good morning.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
How's your dad?
He's fighting hard. Cosmetically, he looks like he's getting better. So, we're all praying for him, and a lot of people in Omaha are praying for him right now. More than he knew. He was very happy to hear about all the stuff that we've talked about over the last few days here on the radio shows and now today. But one of the things that I wanted, this is the final week of the Ultimate Upgrade Sale. You have to get in before this weekend. Yeah, it's Easter Sunday, whatever. That was the segment today. But this was a little more important.
He fell over the weekend?
He fell on Wednesday at about 3 o'clock, and he was not found for 24 hours. Actually, the VNAs saved his life because he didn't, in the morning he's supposed to weigh in, and he did not obviously do his weigh-ins and his blood pressure cuff on his little machine. So they called him, and he didn't answer the phone, so they sent a nurse over. He didn't answer the door. Then they called me, and I was at the Omaha Service Center, jump in the truck, go over to Dad's house, and I found him on the floor. If you imagine taking your face in a corner where the wall meets the floor and shoving your nose into that corner as hard as you can and staying that way for 24 hours while you're bleeding out of your face. That's literally how I found him. And so we got the ambulance there, they got him to the hospital. One of the things that I want to communicate to people today, because I didn't know about this, and I read a lot and I know a lot, but I think I do. I think I'm a smart guy. But one thing I didn't know was that when you have a person who's 65 and older and they have a fall event, when they fall down, they literally immediately, their muscles begin breaking down, and that protein enters their bloodstream, and then their kidneys have to process the protein. So the normal treatment is flushing with fluids. My dad also has stage 4 heart failure. That's why he's weak in the first place. So they pump him full of fluids, he swells up like a balloon because his body doesn't put out the fluid, and if he's on Lasix and other drugs to help facilitate that. But those are hard on the kidneys. So he's in catch-22 where they have a very delicate balance right now. So we're kind of walking a tightrope. The next 7-10 days are going to be real important. But this got me thinking. Obviously it's a little late now, Thor. But maybe I should have looked into some technique. You're running through that list in your head. Maybe I should have done this. I should have done that. I could have prevented this somehow. And the cold reality is, like we all have seen the help, I've fallen and I can't get up, and the Meta Life buttons and stuff. They would not have helped my dad because when he fell on his hands. So it would have, some of the newer ones that you wear as a pendant will detect a fall, but they have so many false alarms that, then every 5 minutes the monitoring company is calling you. And so on my radio show, I asked, is there a piece of technology out there that maybe I don't know about, that maybe you could help me find? And my callers called in and said, well, yeah, there's all kinds of tech, but, some of it works, some of it doesn't, but it all costs $30 or $40 a month to monitor. And I can't afford that, so I don't get it.
Go without.
And I'm just like, this is unbelievable. People like my dad could literally die because they don't have this technology, and it doesn't exist. And the sad thing is we're building tablets, and we're talking about our new tablets, and we're building computers, and they have accelerometers, and they have heart rate monitors in them, and they've got all this other stuff. Why isn't anyone making a band that somebody could wear that puts all this together? But then instead of having a central monitoring service where you're paying a professional monitoring person to call your dad and say, Dad, are you okay? It could just send a text message to a family member and say, a fall event has been detected, call to check on your dad. Dad, are you okay? Dad's not there, call the ambulance,
right.
And then you don't have this monthly monitoring, you don't have anything like that, because of the people who called my radio show, a lot of them said they couldn't afford the monitoring, which also means they can't afford, a high-end cell phone to do Bluetooth and all this other stuff. But all the people that called in said they had Wi-Fi in the house. So what if we made something that would communicate via Wi-Fi? It's like a one-time buy. You buy it, you use it, and then you don't pay monitoring. It just, we build all the software around it to monitor it automatically, and it just runs.
Are you going to develop it?
Right now, I've started talking to some factories, and it's kind of the backwards way of things normally work. Normally, you come up with an idea, you plan your idea, you come up with schematics for the idea, then you contact the factory. So I started in the opposite end and called the factories. Factories are saying that, yeah, this could be easily done, and it would not be terribly expensive. We're talking about a device that would cost $200 or less. So, yeah, just tell us what you want. So we're in the process of that right now. But one thing that the viewers today can do that would help me immensely, this is not a money-making device, because all these companies that sell the Life Alert stuff, they don't make money selling you the device. They make money on the monthly monitoring, and that's the part I want to eliminate. So imagine me going to my SBA lender. So I need $70,000 to build this device and market it, and at best it has a break even. You know,
but this is
I need a
personal
loan.
for you. No, but
Yeah.
I understand why you're doing it. It's not business, it's personal.
Yes.
So what do you want to hear from our viewers who have ideas about how they could use it?
Right, so basically what we're talking about is a little device that you would wear that would detect falls. It has a heart rate monitor. It would, you know, an inactivity monitor. If you don't move for so many hours, it buzzes. But go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Schrock Innovations. You can see a picture of my dad that I posted up there. You can also comment on, just tell me your story about, you know, your family member that has a similar thing, or if this would have helped you with a family situation and what you would like to see in a device like this.
I would have given anything at times for that.
Yeah, if we could make it happen, which, you know, I'm like a dog with a bone sometimes. So when we make something like this happen, we just want to make sure that it does the job right.
Yeah, Thor, our best to your dad.
All right, thank
and
you.
And your family over the next few
Prayers
days.
are appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.